Why am I so obsessed with this? Probably because I've been thinking about it for 10 years. Hey everybody, and welcome to my shop. Today I want to improve the probably most crucial tool in every workshop, the tape measure. It doesn't matter what you make, what you're building, what your product is, you will have to measure stuff. And I think the most universal device to measure things is the tape measure. My personal favorite one is the Stanley PowerLock 3 meter, or I think 15 feet. It pretty much ticks all the boxes, but there's one thing it can't do. And actually, no tape measure I ever worked with is good at that, and it drives me crazy. But let's start with talking about the things this is really good at. But before we jump into this, I need to do a trigger warning for this video because this is deep nerd territory. I'm going to talk about tape measures for probably at least 10 minutes, and if you're not interested, which is not your fault, I think nobody's interested in tape measures, at least not as much as I am, it is okay to skip this video. If you are really into tape measures, I think this is going to be a video that you really like. If you're one of the 50 people who is obsessed with tape measures like me. The first thing I really like is that this one has an all metal housing, except for this little thing right here. It is pretty much indestructible. I don't think I ever broke a tape measure. I do lose them all the time though, but we're going to talk about that in a minute. The second thing I really like is this little notch. If you measure stuff by yourself, you can attach a screw to something and just hook this in place, and it just helps you to measure things, or you can hook it to a screw and it helps you to draw a curve or a radius. This is super helpful. The third thing is, and most tape measures have that, it's the wiggly tip that allows for inside and outside measuring. Again, it is a simple tool, it's pretty much perfect. The only thing that is designed in a way that I just cannot wrap my head around is the clip. Why is this made like this? It doesn't make any sense to me. Here's why. In my probably 15 years of building things, I have never found a tape measure that can actually do that in a way that is sufficient for me. So this is how you're supposed to wear it. This is a belt clip, right? It goes on your belt. You hook it onto your belt and then it's gone. Why? Like, you always have a hoodie, a shirt, a jacket. Even in the summertime, I'm at least wearing a shirt. It is always over my tape measure. And also, I don't know if that's only me or what it is, but I don't like to wear stuff on my hip or on my belt in general. I wanted to be one of those people who has a Leatherman holster and has it on their belt at all times. It's not me. I don't like it. And the third thing, and that's a big one, imagine I'm sitting in my car, right? I have my armrest here, and it's placed in a way that it always knocks off my tape measure. I think I found 8 tape measures in the bottom of my car. So again, I don't break them, I lose them. I want to use them all the time. I can never reach them, the placement is off. So I thought, maybe I need a different clip. Maybe I should start with that. And then I stumbled upon these alligator clips or crocodile clips. And I think that triggered the idea for this product that I am now completely obsessed with. So that's one of those clips. And I was thinking, if I have a stronger clip, I won't lose them. And these clips are made for straps. And then I was thinking, why don't I put my tape measure on a strap? So it just hangs lower and it's not covered by my clothing. And I can only tell you, I've been wearing this thing for probably 3 weeks now. I took it to dinner with my friends. I wear it all the time. This is the solution. You hook it onto your belt. Accessible, always accessible. It's so simple. Why is this not a product? I mean, it is now, but why wasn't that a product before? It's so simple. So I was running around with this tape measure for a couple weeks, and one thing I don't like about this solution, you will see this, it's just hanging in a weird way. So I temporarily fixed this by gluing this to the strap. I want it to hang like this, but as you can see, it kind of came off. So I needed a better version. Prototype number 2. It now has this loop that holds on to the whole tape measure, and that's why it's hanging straight. And this one you will love, because I realized there's this little bit of room that I could use for another feature. So I added magnets! Works every time. And while I was wear testing this, I also discovered something that I didn't even plan for. All right, check this out. You have the clip, you can clip it to your belt. But in the summertime, I sometimes want to wear swim shorts or jogging pants or whatever. Pants that don't have a belt. And sometimes they even have like very thin fabric, and your tape measures never hold on to those. With this one, you can flip it and then clip it to anything. Like thin fabric, pockets. You can even clip it to your shirt if that's where you want your tape measure to be. It's brilliant. I don't like to make multiples. I like to make prototypes. But this is an exception. I am so into this idea that I decided to make 50 handmade tape measure holder clips and put them in my store. And I expect that there might be maybe 50 people around the world who are interested in this and want to buy them. Also, if you're interested in this, you don't want to buy it, make it yourself, right? It's easy. I'm gonna show you how. And to make things a little bit easier for myself, I made this kind of story stick or jig that helps me to cut the strap at the right point, make the hole at the right point, always have the same overlap, because these straps actually have to have a pretty precise fitting so the tape measure sits nicely. Big help. All right. And those are my 50 tape measure straps. Now the only thing I have to do is take off this clip. That's also cool because they're imperial tape measures and metric ones. So if you want to change this out, you can just change the tape measure. Let's put it in a package. Okay, with every tape measure you also get a little bit of dirt from my shop. And 2 stickers. All right. Ooh. All right, these 50 tape measure holder straps will go to my online store. You'll find the link in the description. And if you are a Patreon supporter, as a thank you from me to you, you will get a heads up and know when they drop a little bit earlier. And then once you had your chance to buy it, I'll post it to Instagram. And again, if you want to make your own version, please do so and send me a photo. I want to see what you can come up with. That's it from me. Next week, we'll be back with a Haus Lieselotte update. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for what's the ending? And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week with a new video.